YouTubers, Lost Ghost Gamer here. Today we'll be talking about how to improve your tactics in Halo 5. Now this is probably, of all of the topics I will talk about in the series, the one that I know the least about because, I am still very deeply working on this one. Today I have to use my Kinect again because my mic is malfunctioning yet for another video, which really sucks. So, in the background, as you see, I will be playing Breakout. Now, Breakout is definitely probably one of my most favorite modes to play on, but I'm definitely not the best at it. So this is going to be my example for tactics, because in Breakout, I would say Breakout is a really good tactic-rich game mode. So this won't be really talking about different tactics you can use, because what your tactics are really is very highly based on how your playstyle is, and everybody plays different. So as you can see, almost each time I go for the BR, I mean not the BR, why am I calling it the BR? DMR. That is probably one of my favorite guns, and I'm pretty good with it. These are my warm-up games again, so my aim will not be fully warmed up, and you know the whole drill. So one thing I do have to say is monitor very closely what your enemies do. If you know what your enemies are doing and where they are, you will be set on that part of the area. If you know what your enemies are doing, you can make up a strategy based off of that, and it helps a lot. Now, a lot of people tend to go to the same places each time, but the match will slowly develop as you go, especially in Breakout. Now, as you can see, sometimes in the beginning, these people go to help get the BR, but eventually they don't go for the BR, and I'm the only one that goes. Oh my god, I keep calling it the BR. It's the DMR, by the way, because I keep calling it the BR. So I keep going for the DMR, and I think in the last round I don't. And I decide, I haven't been really getting that many kills, because by the time I find somebody, it's already been all gone. But as you can see, I do use my grenade to help clear out that passageway for them to get in there when I come up this boost. And then later towards the video, I just throw it directly down the stairs. So another thing of tactics is you want to learn grenade bounces and ways to bounce grenades off of walls, because that will help you get key items to whatever you are planning to do. Because, let's say there's an enemy up on the platform, well, if you go up there, you're afraid that you might get shot and, killed, because that happens a lot. So what a key idea to do is to use grenades. And I mean, that's a really good idea, but, you can't pop up there and use a grenade, because that's enough time for them to kill you. So I a lot of times try to bounce the grenades off of walls. That is a really good skill to learn, and it is a very key skill to having good tactics, if you ask me. Like I said, these videos are my opinion on what can help you. These are not solidly what can help, because you can only, other people can help you, but in the end it comes down to you. Only you can help you. Because everybody plays the game differently, and everybody has their own opinion. So, in the end, how you want to play it, you have to adapt, and it's all about you in the end when it comes to what you're going to do. So that's something you have to think about that a lot, and you have to have your mind focused on the game. That's why with games like Halo, I recommend trying to play it without any distractions. Because if there's distractions around, your mind is not going to be focused completely on the game. And this is where the competitive aspect comes in, because in the last video, I was more focused on just the non-competitive aspect of things, because it wasn't really a competitive video on things that come into your competitiveness and how focused you are. Because your aim is something that more is a reflex. But this, when it comes to strategy, you have to be focused. You can't be freaking playing the game and cooking dinner at the same time. That is a very weird example, but I've just heard of people doing it, and here's another thing to think about. is one thing I always hate is when people suck. And I mean, like, I don't mean like you might think I suck. I mean, I wouldn't say I do. I have a few people who are really good at this game that I know and say I'm not bad. They say I'm pretty good actually. They say I'm catching up to it. So but like when I mean bad, I mean like you can't hit a shot or you just like do the worst things. Like there was once where there was an enemy right in front of this person, and like he couldn't even hit him, and like he missed when he hit him, and this person was literally like 2 centimeters in front of him, and it was ridiculous.
1-on-3.
So tactics, strategy, whatever you call it, it's like I said, it just comes down to you. In the end, it comes down to you and solely you.
Enemies grab the flag.
Another thing I want to say is use your Spartan abilities. It pains me when I see people not using their abilities. Your abilities give you that advantage if you use them right. Don't go around evading everywhere just because you want to. Save those evade boosts when you need them. Because like if you use a boost and somebody comes around the corner and you need to boost out of there, you just use it, so you have to wait and you will more than likely be dead by the time it recharges. But if you don't use it, you could be able to get a few shots on them, or turn around, get a shot on them, boost out of the way, heal, come back around, and just decimate them with your machine gun or whatever gun you have. It works really well. I mean, it works amazingly. I mean, it doesn't matter what gun you have. If you know how to use it, if you know what you're doing, you can get that kill. You can get any kill. You can defeat anybody. It just takes down to the point where you have to learn your style and know what you're doing. And that's the part that's hard, because even I'm still learning this really bad. This is, like I said, this is the topic that I will talk about that I know the least about. And that's why there's only one game clip in the background. Well, that's one of the reasons, because I don't have as much to talk about. And the game clips are pretty long, because both of the clips I recorded were 9-round matches, because they were very close matches each time. But, like I said, I mean, I can't stress this enough. In the end, it comes down to you. I mean, if you don't want to use your abilities, well, that's fine by you, and you will probably take a lot longer to get better at the game. That's why I'm stressing this out too. Use your abilities. When you can, use that Spartan charge, because it works a lot better than freaking trying to shoot somebody, because they can just turn around, and if you miss a few shots, they can kill you. You Spartan charge them. If you're in Breakout, you Spartan charge somebody, you kill them. I mean, if you're in Slayer, you Spartan charge somebody, and you pretty much have like 2 shots to kill them. So, use your ground pounds too. That is something, I think I ground pounded in the last round. I don't know, I ground pound somewhere in this video. Even if you miss, that still gives you a good chance to do some damage. I mean, because you don't have to hit them directly to kill them. It's just like a Spartan charge. If you hit them with the blast radius of the little ground pound, it still hurts them a lot. And then you pretty much just have to give them a shot and shoot them. And it's just, it comes down to that. It comes down to how much you know, and when you know, and what your timing is, and if you know when to do it. So, the video's getting in, and
1-on-2.
I mean, that's really all I had to say. My last video was doing pretty good for my standards. I mean, most views I've ever gotten in a video was 12. I mean, but 3 views in a day is pretty good for me. And the reason I've started, you might look at my channel and see that I don't record that often, but recently I am starting to try and do every day, because I've been trying to actually get my channel good and get it up. And I feel like part of the reason that is because I didn't record as much. So that's it for today. This was The Lost Ghost Gamer. See you later.